Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is August 15th, 2024. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage one of two Trump neutralization plots targeting the former president on the date of August 16th. The first one being a draconian ruling by U.S. federal judge Tanya Chutkan in Washington, D.C., and the second being a FBI, DHS, U.S. Marshals SWAT team raid that will likely end with Trump's death or incarceration. So, firstly, in respect to the hearing tomorrow, United States District Judge Tanya Chutkan is set to give a ruling during a hearing that's slated to transpire at the E. Barrett Prettyman United States Courthouse in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. And this impending ruling by Judge Chutkan is specifically designed to forever neutralize the Trump 2024 presidential campaign. Because she is likely going to issue a draconian ruling which either prevents or makes it extremely difficult for Trump to continue on as the Republican candidate for the 2024 presidential election on November 5th, 2024. So this impending ruling will likely be in direct contrast to the previous ruling by the Supreme Court of the United States, which basically granted Trump immunity from federal prosecution for acts committed while serving in the official capacity of the president. So exactly what type of ruling Judge Chutkan will issue in respect to one Donald J. Trump is obviously not known, but it will likely include, but is not limited to, his arrest, an arrest warrant being issued, a ban or a legal bar which prevents the former president from running for political office or the office of president, contempt of court, detainment, a fine, a gag order, a guilty plea, an imprisonment, a jailing, a detainment, a gag order, some sort of psychological evaluation or psychological hold, passport confiscation, travel ban, and or a trial prior to the date of November 5th, 2024, specifically to basically interfere in the election. So when looking at the numerology surrounding this particular court hearing in Washington, D.C. on August 16th, it's imperative to note the links to Switzerland, because this is basically the Switzerland and her CIA in Geneva are basically orchestrating the political assassination of one Donald J. Trump on this particular date. So firstly, this ruling by Judge Chutkan is coming exactly 3 days prior to the Democratic National Committee convention in Chicago, Illinois on August 19th. So we have the ruling on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. So that's two events in 4 days, which is the letter X, 224, which is the international symbol of death, because this is basically going to assassinate the political campaign of one Donald J. Trump. That is precisely why Judge Tanya Chutkan is from Jamaica, and their flag has also an X, because she was single-handedly chosen to basically execute the political assassination of Donald J. Trump during this hearing tomorrow. Coincidentally, it's also the 16th, aside from the 16th being found on the logo of the CIA. It has 16 points, so it's an omen to them. The date of the 16th marks exactly 81 days prior to the U.S. presidential election on November 5th. So the number 81 is August 1st, which is the Swiss National Day, basically the birth of Switzerland, which is similar to their July 4th, or our July 4th, if you will. And it also marks exactly 381 days since Donald J. Trump was indicted on 4 federal counts, which you can read on my blog, 911truther.org. So this also bears the 81 numerology, as well as the 38 numerology, which is CH, which is Confederation Helvetica, which is the legal name of Switzerland in Latin. So their signature is all over this particular arrest raid. Also, it's imperative to note that the date of August 16th marks exactly 1,304 days since Donald J. Trump became the former president of the United States. 3.14 is pi, so 1304, that's the pi numerology. And again, that's the represented today by the letter P, which is the 16th letter, which is also pi. So it has it all over it. So in the event that the CIA forgoes this draconian ruling by Judge Chutkan, they will go to Plan B, which is basically a SWAT team raid targeting Donald J. Trump and or his family members under the guise of committing some sort of heinous crime. What I suspect it is, and things can always change because there's plenty of hours in between this video being posted and Donald J. Trump being SWAT team tomorrow morning. But essentially, it appears that Donald J. Trump and or Trump family members will be arrested for committing or inciting violence or terroristic threats, targeting district attorneys, federal prosecutors, judges, and or witnesses and or their respective family members that are currently or formerly involved in Trump's legal cases, including but not limited to Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, Letitia James, Jack Smith, Juan Merchant, Tanya Chutkan, etc. So basically, the CIA is planning on neutralizing the Trump campaign under the guise of threatening violence or inciting violence on the internet against one or more of the federal or state employees involved in these particular cases. Coincidentally, back on January 7th of 2024, the CIA staged a swatting incident targeting Tanya Chutkan, who is the judge in court tomorrow in D.C. So this will likely be blamed on a Trump family member or Donald J. Trump himself, who so this is basically what they're planning on doing is basically trying to hijack the Trump campaign by claiming that they made threats of violence. Never mind that Trump was that there was just an assassination event targeting Trump, and that case we have yet to have an arrest be made in that case. So it's completely asinine, but nevertheless, it's planned. And of course, this particular plot bears the same numerology as the aforementioned plot, the legal plot. So they're basically going one way or the other. So they're either going to nullify the Trump campaign with draconian rulings by Chutkan, or they'll assassinate Trump and likely murder him and or his family members in some sort of ritualistic blood sacrifice, after which, of course, they're going to say that when apprehended by DHS, FBI, U.S. Marshals, that Trump became violent and aggressive, and he had to be restrained, or that he pulled out a weapon or something to that effect. They're going to make up something to basically to kill him, legally speaking. So anyways, as I kindly do ask in all these videos, in the event that Trump is neutralized in any form or fashion on the date of August 16th, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.